Hello all of you. In this class we will look some programs related to array. So this is the first program. Write a Java program to read 5 characters and display message whether it is a vowel or not. So how to read 5 characters, all of you know. The question is read 5 characters. So in the case of array, first we need to declare the array. Is it? So character C, I am just giving an array name as or variable name as C. Then the square bracket equal to new char of maximum size 5 characters. That's why we are giving us 5 semicolon. Then you know how to read using the scanner class. The scanner statement, everything you have to write. Just a C, and if it is a single dimensional character, means we need to use the for loop. Is it? Yes, single for loop. So here I am just writing I equal to 0, I less than, how many elements are there? That value we need to give I less than 5, I plus plus. Inside this for loop, we are reading the value of characters. So how will you read? C of 5. C of 5 equal to, consider the scanner object is SC. So SC dot, how will you read a character? No, that character means we have to write by next of dot char at of. A should be capital at of 0th position. Semicolon. This is the statement you will read for a character value. Yes, at of 0, semicolon. Then you can close the values. So here you are reading 5 characters. Next, what we have to do? We need to check that character is vowel or not. For that, what we have to do? We know the concept. If it is vowel, each character we need to check. If it is vowel, so how will you write? CO5, the corresponding element of first position is equal to vowels, we have to write it A. Then or we can write CO5 double equal to capital A, or like this AEIOU, that all the values we are writing. If it is equal to this vowels, means it will display the vowel, otherwise it will display that it's not a vowel or a consonant. This is a concept to read 5 characters using the array and how we will check the vowels and consonant. Okay, let's look at the program. So here class print, inside the main method, here we have declared the character array, and using the scanner class we are reading inside the for loop next 0, next of caret of 0. Then we are checking is it vowels, A, capital letter and small letter we are writing, and if it is vowels, means print a message of vowels, otherwise we can print the message like it is consonants. Okay, like this we can. This is the first program. The same program I have written in the blue J, and let's check how the output will be. Under elements, we need to give 5 elements. You can see whatever the values it's displayed. Okay, so E and O are vowels, others are consonant. Like this output we got it. Clear? So this is a simple program to check, read a character array or an array element of character data type, and we can check is it vowels or consonant, like this. It's a simple program related to array. Okay, next we will look at two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array of order 4 into 5. 4 into 5 means number of rows is 4. Number of rows is 4 and number of columns 5. That is 4 into 5. That is number of rows into columns. Read integer values and print this matrix format. We need to print this matrix format. If you want to read a value array in matrix format or print an array, means we need to use the two-dimensional array. So first of all we will start how you know that two-dimensional array, we need to read 4 into 5 is the order of the particular array, or we can tell that is the matrix. So what is the concept behind this? Number of rows is 4, number of columns is 5. Integer values we are reading. So how will you write? Have to declare two-dimensional array, is it? Yes, two-dimensional array in the sense, just I am giving m. You know how to declare two-dimensional array. M, number of rows and columns. For two-dimensional array, how we will declare data type, array name, to subscript equal to new int 4 number of rows and 5 number of columns that we have given here as per the question. Then how will you read? You should use the scanner class. Then two-dimensional array means we have to use 2 for loops, is it? Yes. First one is for row I equal to 0, I less than number of rows. Number of rows is 4, I plus plus. Then inside the for loop, I loop, we are writing another j, inner loop, int j equal to 0, j less than 5, j plus plus. So in this for loop or inner loop, we are writing we have to write the statement to read the array. How will you write? M of I and j equal to, consider SC object is, scanner object is SC, so SC dot next int of, int of. This is the statement to read the array elements. For reading the two-dimensional array, this is the concept. Number of rows, first we have to mention by the ith loop, then inner loop j is indicating the column base. Is it? Yeah, here you can give a proper message also. System.out.println, end the elements of the matrix. Like this. Next, we need to, this is for reading the value, reading an two-dimensional array. For printing, again you can give a message like printing elements or any message. Then we have to use the same concept, that is 2 loops will be there. One is for I equal to 0, I less than, number of rows is 4, I plus plus. The next one is inner loop. For the j concept, j equal to 0, j less than 4, j less than 5, j plus plus. Number of columns is 5, that's why. Next, what is the statement? We need to print the values. We need to print. So system.out.print of what value we need to print? That particular array. M of ij we are printing. M of ij. And in the question, this is the concept, and you can arrange any tab space if you want, means we can give /t plus m of ij, and after this outer loop, other row wise it will come to the next line, means we can give in a print ln. This is all the concept. Okay, this is the concept for reading two-dimensional array and printing two-dimensional array. Let's see the program. Class name matrix. So here two-dimensional array 4 and 5. 4 into 5 I have given here. Okay, 4 into 5. 4 number of rows and 5 number of rows. Here two-dimensional array we declare. Then how to read two-dimensional means 4 loops will be there. Yes, sir? Yes. So m of I is equal to c dot next end of. After reading each element, next we need to print as in the matrix form. So here we can see. You can see here inside the G loop has given system.out.print of tab space then m of ij. After this for loop, that means after the J loop, they have given println statement. Okay, let's see how that output will be. Enter elements. So you can enter one by one elements. Four into 5, 20 elements we need to enter, and how it displays. 4 rows, row wise, 4 rows and 5 columns. You can see this is the way. Reading here, we are reading the value, and after reading, we are just making a matrix form, displaying the matrix. Okay, the next program, write a 2D program of order 2 into 3. That is, number of rows equal to 2 and number of columns is 3. Number of rows is 2 and number of columns is 3 of integer values. Check whether it is even or odd number. If it is even, find the sum of even, else find the product of odd number. And output should be displayed like, first we have to print the ended elements in a matrix form. The next one, print the sum of even number. Then the third one, sum of product of odd number. So first of all, we need to read the elements in the order 2 into 3. So you know how to declare a two-dimensional array. Is it? Yeah. Here I have declared it here. Subscript, two subscripts indicating rows and column equal to new int of order 2 into 3. The next one, we need to read the value. So next we are reading the value. This is the concept to read the value. After reading the value, what we have to do? We need to check that even number is, entered number is even number or odd. If it is even, we have to find the sum of even. Odd means we need to find the product of odd. Okay, so for that concept, we are, after reading the very next statement, we are checking that is it even or odd. How to check? You know that concept, variable name modulus double equal to 0 means that is an even number. So the condition, if m of ij, here you should mention array value, array name with the row index and column index. So m of ij modulus 2 double equal to 0. Then what we have to do, sum equal to sum plus m of ij, or else product equal to product into that value. So before that we have initialized the sum equal to 0 and product equal to 1. So these are the concept calculation part. First we need to read the two-dimensional array in the order of 2 and 3. Then we need to check that entered value is even number or odd number using this concept. And if it is even number, it will find the sum of even number. Odd means it is product of that particular odd number. After reading this all value, we need to display that particular elements in a matrix form. Just before we discussed about how to display in the matrix form. So here inside the for loop, you can give /t m of ij, then the value will display in the tab space in a proper manner. Then at last we are just displaying sum and product. Okay, this is the program to display or a program to read integer values of order 2 into 3 and checking is it even or odd. If it is even means we have to find the sum of even. Odd means we have to find the product of odd. Okay, the next program, read 2 matrices and display the sum of that 2 matrices. So you know how to read a matrix. Matrix means we are using the two-dimensional array. For that, just declare a variable m array, that is for two-dimensional array of 2 rows and 3 columns. The next one is n. So this is one is indicating the first matrix, n is indicating the second matrix, and in the third matrix we have to find the sum of the first and second. That's why we have given us r. Have to read one by one. Have to read the first matrix. First matrix using two nested for loops. We are reading the value. Then in the second matrix also we have to do the same concept, reading the entire elements of second matrix using that nested for loop. After reading the first and second elements, we need to display that elements in the form of matrix. That's why here I have given the message or the statement for a nested for loop. Inside this we are just giving us a statement to print the elements of the first matrix, and second matrix also we have to print it. Okay, and after that, actual calculation part, sum of two matrices. How will you find the sum of two matrices? Yes, inside the for loop, nested for loop, R of ij equal to M of ij plus N of ij. We are adding the value of first matrix. Example 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the first matrix. And the second matrix means again 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then how will you add the values? You need to add the same, is it? 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 is 6, 3 plus 3 is 6. The same value here also, 2, 4, 6 will be the output. This is an addition. We are adding the elements of first matrix with the second matrix. Simple mathematical function of sum, addition function. So in R of ij equal to M of ij plus N of ij, and we are printing that message, printing that particular array here. Okay, this is a program to find sum of the two matrices. Let's check the program. Sum matrix is a class name, 3 variables, 3 array variables has declared here. I am reading the first element, matrix element, and in the next case second matrix element we are reading, and we are printing the first matrix and second matrix in matrix form. Then in the third we are finding the sum of two matrices, R of ij equal to M of ij plus N of ij. I am printing based on the matrix form. Okay, so let's check what is the output of this one. Enter the elements of the first element is ranking 1, 1, 2, 2. That is the first element. First matrix elements, then second matrix element, the same as 1, 2, 2, 2. Yes. So how it will display? First matrix can show in the first matrix, and the second matrix and sum of the matrix. So how will how it calculates? It will calculate 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 1, 2, like this. Sum of two matrices. Okay, this is the output. Okay, the next question: read two matrices and display the product of given two matrices. Matrices, product of matrices means we have to check the condition that given matrix is square matrix or not. What do you mean by square matrix? Square matrix means number of rows and columns are equal. Number of rows and columns are equal. Okay, if both are having same number of value, then we can consider for that multiplication or the product. Example 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here in the first matrix we have 3 rows and 3 columns. Number of rows and columns are equal. And the second matrix we are just writing. See, we need to get same number of rows and columns. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 2, 8. So actually how the multiplication process? Matrix multiplication, it will consider the row and column. That is, here you know the position 0, 1, 2, row wise, 0, 1, 2 is the row wise. Here also 0, 1, 2 is the row wise position. This is the column wise position 0, 1, 2. So actually multiplication in the sense the first row elements will multiply with the second matrix column first column of the second matrix. So how you can write 1 into 1. First it will consider the first element 1 into 1, then plus 2 into 2, 1 into 1 is the first element, then it will consider plus 2 into 2, then plus 3 into 6. This is the first one. In the second case, this first row elements will multiply with the second column of the second matrix. So how it will be answer? 1 into 2 plus 2 into 4 plus 3 into 2. Then the last one, 1 into 1 to 3. The first row will multiply with the last column of the second matrix. So how it will be the answer? 1 into 3 plus 2 into 5, then plus 3 into 8. Likewise this calculation. Then in the next step, second row will multiply with the first column, then second row will multiply with the second column, then second row will multiply with the third column. Like this it will continue. Okay. So what we have to, when we are writing the coding also, according to that we have to write this. Here 0, I is 0, J is 0. Then I is 1, yes, row wise is 0, isn't it? Row wise 0, 1. This is 0, 0, 0, 1. Both are 0, 0. 2 means the position 0, 1. And here in this next also 0, 1 and 1, 0. 3 means 0, 2 and 6 means that is 2, 0. So this is the pattern. This is the index of the particle, that is 0, 0 is the value of 1 and 0, 0. Again we are getting the value of 1. Next one 0, 0. After that what is the value? 0, 1. 1, 0. 0, 1 means that is 2, 1, 0 means 2. Next one is 0, 2, 2, 0. So which values are changing? Here we can tell these all zeros are staying as the zeros, and here one value is incrementing 0, 1, 2, like this one is incrementing. And the next value 0, 1, 2, this is incrementing, and the last value is staying. So according to that we have to use the concept. So let's see how to write the concepts. If you know how to read the two-dimensional array, you will declare two array variables as per the question. Two matrices only has given. Okay, I'm just giving 3 into 3. So new end of 3, 3. Then next to n is also we are doing the same 3, 3. You know how to read these all values. Then so for the matrix multiplication, using that loop, inner loop, one more loop is we are assigning k equal to 0, k less than 3, and r of I j equal to 0. This is the third one. In the third array variable we are finding the product. Yeah, that product concept I explained there. Same way here also m of I and k. That is first 0, then here also it is 0. The next into n of means second array, n of k I j. So first one 0, 0, then 0, 1, 0, 2. This is the concept. So the element is changing the position like this. Next one is 0, 1. Which one is 2, 0, 0, 0, like this. If you want to get the value, you can assign this is I and k. K. Okay. So this based on this concept we have written the value m of I k into n of k. Then you can put the value. Okay, this is a program for product of matrices. 3 array variable we declared, and in the first matrix we are reading the value. The second matrix also we are reading the value, and we are printing the first matrix and the second matrix. After that multiplication, that concept you have to learn well. Here inside the nested loop, one more loop we have given k equal to 0, k less than 3, k plus this. Inside is r of I j plus equal to m of I k into n of k j. This is the concept. Okay, just write this one and we will get the output like and the elements 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yes. Then the second matrix also just 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, how it displays and what is the output of this one. This is row wise, it will count the row values, it will multiply with this one. Okay, these are the basic concepts of array programs and 2D, one-dimensional and two-dimensional array. You have to work out more array programs. Here I have given 2 array questions. You should try that all. Write in two-dimensional array program order of 4 to 3 and display sum of diagonal numbers. That is the diagonal elements, sum we need to print. Then in the second question, read integer array values are following the 5 order and find the sum of each row. Row wise you have to find the sum and find the sum of each column. Column wise each column's output sum you have to calculate. The row wise sum you have to calculate. So try different programs based on array. Okay. Yes. Okay. If you have any doubt, message me. Thank you.